Ooh, it's Trent. Hope everyone's having a good day, good week. Mondays suck, but we got a good story, right? So, this is, the time that these kids, they shot up the fucking party we were at with BB guns, right? But first off, we didn't know at first it was going to be BB guns. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously you would have known by the sound right away. But just let me tell the story, because initially I was scared as fuck. I was like, God damn. So, we hear about this party, right? And you know when you go to a party and it's, it's like open crib or open invite or whatever, and people post on their story, repost, and it gets sent around, and there's just hella random people, and you don't know people, but you know some people, and you've seen other kids at other parties. You know what I mean? That's most parties, but some parties it's like private. There's only like 20 people because whoever's throwing the party is usually nervous about the house getting wrecked. This was a big party. This was one of those ones that got spread everywhere, right? We were actually at another party and we heard about this one, right? And it just seemed a lot better. We're looking at people's stories and it's like everyone's in the basement jumping around. Like it looks like people are smoking. We're like, bet, this looks like the move. This is what we got to go do, right? So this party was like 45 minutes away. I remember that, right? We drove over there and this was one of the times I was driving my car. I believe we had 2 or 3 cars in our group of people, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people were driving, or we had 3 DDs. But I was one of them and I was driving alone, right? So I pulled up there and I see my friends and there's a long line at the front door, and you never like to see that. You never like to see that because unless you're friends with whoever's still in the party, it's rare you get in, and that usually means the owner was okay, too many people, you know what I mean? So it's fuck. So we get there and there's a huge line at the door and it's God damn it. And I see my friends in the line. So I'm like, bet. So I skip past a few people. So I go by my friends. You know what I mean? There's some kid that he's like, don't skip in line. Don't skip in line. And I was like, dude, these are my friends. I don't care. Go in front of me. I'm just trying to be by my friends. So this dude literally left his friend group to go stand in the middle of my friend group just because, you know what I mean? But I didn't care. I get it. He was probably waiting for a while, whatever. So we're there for a bit, right? And fucking, probably 10-15 minutes. And they start letting some people in, right? And then there's some kids, right? There was this group of 3 or 4 kids, that kind of push their way in when they let other people in. They kind of push their way in, you know what I mean? And I don't know. They let people in and then they were waiting for more people to leave. That's what it seemed like, right? No one told us that, but that's what it seemed like. So we're sitting around waiting for more people to leave, and occasionally they're letting 2 people in, 3 people in, 4 people in, and you can tell it's banging in there because you can hear fucking Sosa from outside. You know what I mean? It seems good. So you're just waiting to get in, right? Fucking, I still remember this. Those kids, they rushed in there, right? 10-15 minutes later, well, maybe not that long, maybe just 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, right? I see those kids coming out, and they don't look happy, you know what I mean? There's 3 or 4 of them, all 4 of them coming out, and they look mad, right? They look just fucking pissed, and they're yelling back at a girl. They're yelling at whoever's party it was, right? Maybe it was a dude, I don't know for sure, but I believe it was a girl they were yelling at. And they were like, yeah, fuck you, we want to be here, they were saying something but they just kept yelling, fuck you, right? They kept yelling at this girl. They're like, fuck you, bitch. They're yelling at this girl, and they leave, right? Maybe 35 seconds later, some nicer cars, I don't know the exact kind, I think they were Chargers, Dodge Chargers, to be honest, or they could have been a Challenger. I'm not sure, but it was a nicer car, you know what I mean? And there was 2 or 3 of them. They were green and yellow, you know what I mean? They were nice. And they start doing burnouts and donuts and causing attention, you know what I mean? Trying to get the party pop. They're honking, they're doing donuts, they're smoking up the fucking street. So they curl around, right? Because when they're doing that, they're on the right side of the house, and it's a pretty big house, big yard, you know what I mean? There's all of us standing in line. They come around and they turn, so now they're facing the house. The passenger side window is facing the house. The window goes down, and I don't know if it was, all I saw was the one window go down, but I'm sure it was multiple people. But from what I saw, it was just the passenger window that went down. All you hear is, right? Not bow, 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 not a real gunshot, you know what I mean? But a bunch of pow, 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 right? I don't, there's no other way I can describe it than a fucking BB gun sound, you know what I mean? I mean, some BB guns, you shoot them and they go like, ting, ting, you know what I mean? But that's the sound of it, like, hitting shit. But, like, when you're actually shooting it, it's like, pah, pah, pah. Like, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty fucking accurate. I haven't shot a BB gun in a long time, but I remember they start flying past us, right? And you can hear them hitting the house. So it's like, like, and they were metal, not plastic. They were metal. And they're fucking hitting the windows, so you can hear that. It's like, din, din, but the windows aren't breaking, right? Fucking everybody starts running inside, right? The door gets pushed open. It didn't matter whether they were letting us in or out. Like, we were getting in. Like, and I remember this. That kid's in front of me, you know what I mean? And he starts running. There's a girl, and she's panicking, okay? You know when they talk about scenarios in school, like you had to do lockdown drill or whatever, and they talk about, like, the panic it, like, you can't panic, you got to keep moving, whatever. She was panicking, right? Everybody's going, and this one girl is standing now at the time, right? The kid was in front of me, but as everybody's going, and she's standing right in front of me. There's like 3 to 4 feet to the door, and they're just BBs flying behind me, right? And they're bouncing everywhere. I thought I was going to get hit, okay? And that's why I did what I did. Let me explain, right? I thought I was about to get hit in the back of the head or my ass or my arm or something. I thought I was about to get hit with a BB, and I kept hearing people going, ow, 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 right? So I knew it was possible. This girl, blonde hair, shorter than me, I remember I could see over her head. She was just panicked. She was just standing there, like, going like this, you know, like out of a movie. And I know this is mean, but what would you have done? I went, boom! I pushed her, right? I said, fucking move, bitch. Like, I'm not getting hit with the BBs today. I pushed her, stepped over her, and then dove on the ground inside the house, right? Like, got it, like, the door was in, and then as soon as you went in, there were stairs to go upstairs, and you go right or left, right? As soon as I went in, I just dove to the right and got on the ground, you know what I mean? And there was, like, windows here, and I didn't want to be directly underneath in case they shattered, so I got, like, a little bit back from them, and was just going like this, right? And you could hear all the BBs ricocheting around the house, right? Because I don't know what kind of BB gun it was. It definitely wasn't like a pistol one, you know what I mean? Because that, I don't know how many you can shoot, but it can't be that fucking many. They've shot a lot of them, right? And it's ricocheting around. You hear people going, ow, ow. There's a girl crying. And, okay, I don't mean to be mean, right? Because there's people that are going to do it in every group. And I'm sure 1 or 2 of them are guys, but there was some girls just screaming at the top of their lungs. They're like, ah, ah, ah. It's like, listen, I get it, but, like, shut the fuck up. Because if I'm about to be injured or I have to run or fight, no matter what the scenario is, it'd be a lot better if I don't have to hear your fucking bitchy ass scream. You know what I mean? But what are you gonna do? But literally, dude, I was scared as fuck. I see these 3-4 kids, or not 3-4 kids. I just see the one kid roll his window down, right? They get kicked out of the party. Window down, BB gun, starts spraying, slow girl in front of me. I just fucking pushed her out of the way. Sorry, bitch. And then just fucking, we were good. But that was scary. I remember thinking, like, if I get a metal BB stuck in the back of my head or something, I'm gonna be pissed. But we were good, you know what I mean? But thanks for watching. That's the fucking, they shot up the party with the BBs. Also, there was this time, I got a BB gun when I was like 9 or 10, and I only played with it for like a year and then never touched it again, right? Until one day my friend was over, right? And it was just randomly sitting in my closet or something. And I was like, yo, I wonder what it would feel like if I shot myself in the leg with this. And I did it from point blank, and it fucking hurt. It left a bruise, and I was like, damn, okay. So if they would have hit me with a couple of them and they like bruised, that would have sucked. But what are you going to do, right? But all right, hope everyone has a good day. Thanks for watching. Peace out.